Dr. T. Welcome to my office. Today I would like to talk about heuristics. Heuristics are a mental shortcut. They're a way of taking complicated situations, distilling them down to a simpler set of rules that work the vast majority of the time. If you're thinking, rule of thumb, that's an alternative term for the word heuristic. Okay. So these are helpful for us. It allows us to make quick and, important decisions, but they are simplifying a complicated system. And sometimes they will simplify the complexities too much. And this is where you start seeing exceptions crop up, or you may not realize that there's an exception that you're dealing with, and you might make wrong assumptions about something. In chemistry, one of the most famous heuristics that we deal with, and one that I have definitely a love-hate relationship with, is the octet rule. So in the octet rule, we tell students, hey, the outer layer of the atom always has 8 electrons. If it doesn't, the atom will beg, borrow, or steal, or ditch electrons so that it does have 8. Now, there is strong merit to that. Most atoms do at least somewhat comply with this. But atoms don't have emotions, they don't have brains, they don't have desires. There's nothing magic about the number 8. What it is that the electrons are stored in orbitals. Most atoms on their outer layer have 4 orbitals. Each orbital holds 2 electrons. Hey, 2 times 4 is 8, octet rule. But not all atoms have 4 orbitals on their outer layer. Sulfur, phosphorus, a lot of your halogens, those can bring more orbitals to bear. They actually have something like 9 orbitals potentially to bear, although they usually don't bring all of them up at once. So sulfur, phosphorus, some of your halogens, quite often you will see them with a dozen electrons in their outer layers because they've got 6 of their orbitals on their outer layer currently in use. Contrary, there's also things like hydrogen, which only has 1 orbital in its outer layer and thus only gets 2 electrons. It's not the octet rule, it can't even come close. So there's different exceptions to this particular rule. And that's because we're dealing with heuristic. Typically speaking, in science, the word rule doesn't mean governing law. It means heuristic is probably being invoked. We're seeing a pattern, we're using it, and there's probably a deeper underlying actual thing going on that when you understand that, the exceptions all make sense because they're not exceptions. They are simply the limits of your heuristic. So use your heuristics. They are important. They're valuable. They allow you to do complicated things quickly, but do realize that they are a little bit dangerous. And sometimes you got to put them down and dig deeper because the real answer is deeper than what your heuristic can answer. With that said, talk to you later and have a wonderful day.